All right, well, my ribs have been in the sous vide for about 24 hours. So it's time to start getting everything else ready to cook the ribs. Currently, I have some wood chips soaking in water. I also picked up these. They are whiskey infused, bourbon infused chunks of American white oak, which, if you're familiar with bourbon, that's what you have to use to age your bourbon has to be made in, is new American oak. This is from Cleveland Whiskey, Cleveland Distillery. And so I'm curious to see if this imparts a whiskey flavor to the ribs when all is said and done. So I've got that. We've got our rub made. So here in a minute, I'm going to pull my ribs out of the sous vide. We'll go ahead and get them coated in our dry rub, and I'm going to get the smoker fired up outside. All right, so our ribs are done. We did 24 hours in sous vide and then finished them off in the smoker for about an hour and a half. In addition to a rub, I also went ahead and painted on some barbecue sauce right there for the last 30 minutes. Holy moly, look at that. That rib just pulls right off. Let's give her a little taste, shall we? You know, sometimes slow cooked ribs, the meat could just be mush, right? It's too much. This is just right. Meat has plenty of give, but it still has enough texture. Abu is happy because he can smell this and he's around my feet because he knows he's going to be getting some of these bones. Anyhow, I will say this. I've done this the other way around before, where I smoked the meat first and then finished in the sous vide. And you do get more of the smoke flavor going that way. But I think I like this finished product a little bit better. Try it both ways. Smoke your ribs or your brisket or whatever for a couple hours. And then put it in the sous vide for 24 or 48 if you're doing brisket. And then do it this way, where you sous vide first and finish in the smoker, and see which one you like better. I'd be curious to hear if anybody's tried. So, and then I just heated up the mashed potatoes from yesterday. I threw them actually in a bag and threw them in the sous vide. So that was easy. And then just a little corn, because it's kind of my go-to quote unquote vegetable. I realize it's a grain. So anyhow, have a little bit of bourbon. Old Granddad 114, very underrated. Thank you for watching. Oh, that's good.